Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The post-WrestleMania 41 WWE Raw saw a shocking heel turn. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria lost their Women's Tag Team Championship to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez after winning 24 hours before at the Show of Shows. The man showed her true colors as she attacked Valkyria after losing gold, perplexing everyone. With the man turning heel after a long time, things are bound to get interesting for the women's division on Monday Night Raw. In this listicle, we look at 3 directions Becky Lynch has taken after she has yet again embraced her darker persona. WrestleMania 41 on Saturday went off air with a massive twist. Paul Heyman double-turned on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, delivering 2 low blows in a row, then joined forces with Seth Rollins and handed him the steel chair. Seth Rollins has officially become the new Paul Heyman guy. During his appearance on the Pat McAfee show, the Weissman expressed that they will add some muscles, and he has a name in mind. Becky Lynch could ultimately emerge as Rollins and Heyman's alliance's newest member. Becky Lynch could challenge her prodigy for her Women's Intercontinental Championship, and both women could lock horns at the first PLD after Mania. WWE Backlash 2025. Fans buzzed about a potential matchup between Lyra Valkyria and Becky. Since the Irish superstar became the inaugural Women's IC champion, colliding between the two could be another historic affair. WWE WrestleMania Sunday saw Finn Balor being betrayed by Dominic Mysterio, who pinned him when he was 3 count away from capturing the IC title. Dirty Dom connected with 5-star frog splash and covered Balor to register the historic win. The Judgment Day faction has been hanging on a thin thread. Mysterio pinned Balor, escalating the tensions even more within the group. Although Finn Balor claimed that whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, he was visibly upset with the fallout. To counter Mysterio and Morgan, the Prince could welcome former girlfriend and student Becky Lynch to Judgment Day and kick Liv and Dominic out. With her actions on Monday Night Raw, the man Becky Lynch has made it clear she is back on her ascent to the top, where she belongs, and she doesn't want to look past. The former WWE Women's World Champion could first beat Lyra at the 2025 Backlash PLD and then chase the women's title, after being crowned as a double champion, cementing her legacy as one of the all-time greats. In the aftermath of WrestleMania 41, the WWE Universe is still reeling from an explosion of betrayals, surprise alliances, and career-defining moments. But if you thought the chaos ended on the grandest stage of them all, think again. With Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown both delivering seismic shifts in the landscape of WWE, the tremors are only intensifying. As whispers of a new alliance involving Paul Heyman gain momentum, one title has shockingly changed hands under controversial circumstances. The Judgment Day has a new dark force among them, and Becky Lynch's villainous turn is already shaking the women's division to its core. Here's everything we know, and everything WWE doesn't want you to find out yet. Paul Heyman sets his eyes on a female star, and it's not who you think. Paul Heyman has long been one of the most brilliant, manipulative minds in professional wrestling. The special counsel to Roman Reigns may have been left in limbo following the Tribal Chief's absence post-WrestleMania 41, but it seems Heyman is already making strategic moves to realign himself with power. Multiple backstage sources have reported that Heyman has been spotted having discreet conversations with none other than Roxanne Perez. Yes, that Roxanne Perez, the dynamic former NXT Women's Champion who recently made her SmackDown debut with a statement win over Chelsea Green. While fans expected her to remain a pure babyface underdog, the tides may be turning. Insiders say Heyman is extremely interested in grooming a female prodigy, believing the future of dominance lies in a new kind of danger. Heyman reportedly believes that Roxanne has the potential to evolve into a cunning, calculating champion, but only if she sheds her innocent image. She's been the smiling underdog long enough, said one source close to Heyman. Paul thinks she's capable of greatness, dangerous greatness. The idea of Heyman mentoring a female star isn't entirely out of the blue. He's teased the concept in interviews, saying he'd consider it only for the right talent. Could Roxanne Perez shock the WWE Universe by turning heel under Heyman's guidance? Her recent shift in tone during backstage promos, shorter answers, lingering scowls, and dismissive body language suggests something is already brewing. If Roxanne aligns with Heyman, it could instantly propel her into title contention and set up dream feuds with the likes of Bayley, Io Sky, and a possibly babyface Bianca Belair. Title shock on SmackDown. A new champion is crowned in chaotic main event. In a moment that has stunned fans and insiders alike, the Intercontinental Championship has changed hands in what can only be described as a perfect storm of controversy, opportunism, and brute force. After defending the title successfully at WrestleMania 41 against Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, Gunther shockingly lost the gold on the SmackDown after Mania in a triple threat rematch, but with a swerve. As the match between Gunther, McIntyre, and Sheamus reached its climax, a surprise return by Ilja Dragunov sent shockwaves through the arena. Dragunov, last seen in NXT Europe, stormed the ring and took out Gunther with a devastating torpedo Moscow. Payback for years of brutal history between them in NXT UK with the referee distracted by chaos outside the ring. McIntyre capitalized, delivering a second Claymore to Sheamus and securing the pinfall. Drew McIntyre is now a two-time Intercontinental Champion, but the controversy has already overshadowed the victory. Gunther has filed a formal protest with SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis, demanding the decision be overturned and accusing WWE officials of orchestrating a conspiracy. "I dominated for over 600 days, he said in a post-show interview. And this is how it ends. Ilja Dragunov is a ghost. They let a ghost haunt my legacy. While Dragunov has yet to officially sign with SmackDown, sources say this was not a one-off. WWE reportedly has big plans for a feud between Dragunov and Gunther on the main roster, with SummerSlam being eyed as a potential stage for a one-on-one war. The Judgment Day adds a sinister new member, and it changes everything. With Rhea Ripley out for the foreseeable future due to injury and questions swirling around the group's long-term stability, the Judgment Day just did something no one saw coming. They've added a new member, and she's already shifting the power dynamic of the faction. On Raw, as Finn Balor and Damian Priest found themselves overwhelmed in a tag team match against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, a cloaked figure emerged from the crowd, yanked Owens off the apron, and delivered a brutal DBT on the steel steps. That distraction allowed Priest to hit South of Heaven and secure the win. After the bell, the figure entered the ring and removed her hood to reveal Blair Davenport. Known for her cutthroat demeanor and ruthless offense in NXT, Blair's addition to Judgment Day instantly bolsters their image and plugs the void left by Rhea. In a post-show digital exclusive, Priest said, "Rhea's irreplaceable, but Blair doesn't want to replace her. She wants to build on what we created." Blair later posted a cryptic message on X, formerly Twitter. "They thought I needed saving. Turns out, I'm the one doing the saving." The Judgment begins with Blair now in the mix. Expect new rivalries to emerge, especially with the likes of Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and even Becky Lynch, who may soon find herself face-to-face with a faction she once tried to destroy. 4 ruthless directions for Becky Lynch after her shocking heel turn. Speaking of Becky Lynch, the man made one of the most talked-about decisions of her career at WrestleMania 41 when she shockingly turned on her tag team partner, Lita, following their loss to damaged TTRL. The betrayal, an unexpected manhandle slam into a steel chair, was followed by a venomous promo on Raw where Becky said, "I carried this company on my back. And what did I get? Sidekick status. Not anymore." With the heel turn now in full effect, WWE Creative has several directions they could explore for Becky, and here are 4 of the most compelling. 1. Becky Lynch versus Lita. One more match with deep emotional stakes. WWE could immediately pivot into a blood feud between Becky and Lita, culminating in a marquee match at SummerSlam. Lita has already teased a retirement match, and doing so against Becky would be the perfect blend of emotional storytelling and generational heat. Expect references to their shared history, Becky's disrespect toward women's wrestling pioneers, and Lita's desire to humble her protégé. 2. Becky joins Judgment Day and rebrands herself as the War Queen. There's speculation that Becky's recent black and purple gear wasn't a coincidence. Could she be headed toward an alliance with the Judgment Day? With Ripley out, the group might benefit from a top-tier veteran presence. Becky's new persona, arrogant, bitter, and cold, aligns perfectly with the Judgment Day aesthetic. A stable including Bawler, Priest, Blair, Dominic, and Becky would send shockwaves through Raw. 3. A ruthless Becky Lynch challenges for the Women's World title. With Rhea Ripley vacating the Women's World Championship due to injury, a tournament has been announced. Becky Lynch entering and winning as a heel could completely reframe the division. A feud between Becky and a rising babyface like Zoe Stark or Lyra Valkyria would showcase Becky's darker persona while elevating new talent. 4. The Lone Wolf Becky, unhinged, unaligned, and unstoppable. Another route could see Becky operating without allies or allegiances. She could attack babyfaces and heels alike, driven solely by personal gain. Think late-stage Stone Cold Steve Austin, a rebellious anti-hero who can't be trusted, but commands the spotlight. Feuds with Bayley, Charlotte Flair, or even Jade Cargill could result in dream matches with real edge. Whatever path WWE chooses for Becky, one thing is certain: her heel turn is more than just a character shift. It's the beginning of a whole new chapter in her legacy. The WWE landscape is changing, and no one is safe. From Paul Heyman's silent recruitment to shocking title changes and faction shakeups, WWE is rewriting the rulebook for what comes next. With SummerSlam only months away, expect the seeds planted now to grow into career-altering rivalries, stunning betrayals, and groundbreaking moments. The only question is, who's next? Stay tuned for exclusive updates, match previews, and inside scoops as WWE's new era of chaos continues to unfold. One thing's for sure, business has just picked up. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.